Welcome back to Focus on Frisco. Lindsay Joyce joining me on this gorgeous day.
Beautiful.
I have to just let everybody know it's not even 9 o'clock here at the time that we're recording, and it is outstanding. I'm in no sleeves and I'm comfortable and it's lovely.
It's perfect out.
This has been what our summer has been so far. Once we finally got summer.
Once we got it, yes.
And it's great. It's great. So I bet that's a bit of a relief to you. You know, we're kind of moving into that monsoon time, but you guys really have had, for the most part, a great opportunity to showcase a lot of the programs that you do all summer.
Yes, rain or shine.
Right.
Most of our programs and events still go on.
Have you had many rain?
We've had it rain for some of our camps that
Okay.
we've had, but our
Yeah.
events, we've lucked out since they're typically
That's what I was-
morning
right?
starts, and the weather's perfect.
And the weather is perfect. I mean, when we kind of talked about getting together at what time, it was nice in the morning because it's not so windy, it's less chance of rain, and it really has been nice. But one of your evening programs that as I look at these Tuesdays that have passed, have been pretty nice is the Mountain Goat
Yes.
Kids Running Series.
Yes.
So fun.
It's an amazing series. It's personally my favorite event
Is it
to
really?
organize and be a part of.
How cool is that?
Yes, we've had a series of 4 races over the course of the summer. We have one more left
Oh my gosh.
on Tuesday, July 30th. And it's just a great family-friendly event to showcase the trails and to get the families to come out and the kids to just kind of get out there, whether they're hiking, they're running, with their moms and dads.
Right. So it is, you have 2 options, is that correct? Littles and medium to bigs.
We have 3 options, actually.
do?
Yes, so
Okay.
we have the littles, like you said, is typically about a half mile. And then we have kind of the in-between kids, usually about a mile or mile and a half. And then the big kids, it's about a 5K, so looking right around 3 miles.
So cool. And this is all showcasing, as we mentioned, the trails over at the peninsula. Just beautiful. And the way that you guys set it up is so much fun. There's nothing too challenging because you never know who's coming out. We have people who are doing it that are guests.
Yes.
You know, that
Yes.
haven't grown up at altitude.
Yes, so we try to make it very just welcoming, easy, fun.
Yeah.
It's not competitive. All of the kids, we just say ready, set, go. We don't have a timer. If they want to time themselves, they can do that on their own time, on their watch.
Right.
Then everybody gets a little prize as they cross the finish line. And then we have pizza afterwards and just play some music. And so it's just a good chance for the family to hang out and see what we have to offer at the adventure park.
Yeah, it's really cool. And as you run it, you can see a lot of the amenities that we do have, and we'll talk about those in a minute. When's your little guy going to start? Next year?
I know. We've had
If I know
I
you.
would say the youngest kids we've had out there have probably been 2 to 2.5-year-olds
Stop it.
toddling along. And plenty of parents bring their strollers.
Right.
But yeah, we've definitely had some little kids out there.
Love it.
It's pretty adorable.
I love it. So there is one more. It's on the 30th. You can still sign up for it. You guys don't ever cap it, do you?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't. But we have seen record-breaking numbers this
Right.
summer, so that's been amazing.
What do you think is the difference? I mean,
You know, I just think the word of mouth, it's
Yeah.
grown in popularity, and I think a lot of folks visiting, like you mentioned, are looking for something to do with their kids, and
Yeah.
you pay for the kids to race, and the parents can run for free, and so
love
it's a good opportunity to just check out the trail. So if you're a little nervous to go out and, maybe afraid you're going to get lost,
Right.
we have the courses marked,
Yeah.
so you can go out there and have some fun together as a family.
and it's great because there are people on the course that are waving you on and cheering you on, and it really is such a cool atmosphere, especially for people who are doing this type of thing for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of fun. So go to townoffrisco.com to get more information on the price, the time, the location, all of that. So tell us a little bit more. We've got Run the Rockies coming up, which I can't believe.
We do. I know. I can't believe we were just talking about how fast everything is going. August 10th is our Run the Rockies Trail Half Marathon and 10K. So we do a road race in June.
Yep.
And then we do the trail race on the Peninsula Trails in August.
Awesome. I'm going to pause for just a second. How was the road race? Because it was totally switched around because of all the avalanches that were along 10 Mile Canyon.
Yes. Luckily enough, we had some flexibility with our permits, and
Yeah.
we were able to get approval to start the course more on the Breckenridge side and run into Frisco.
Oh my gosh.
It was great. A little bit lower numbers this year.
Right.
Because a lot of folks want to run 100% downhill.
Yeah.
But we still had a great race.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So keep in mind for next year, it might change back to that copper. We can cross our
Hopefully.
fingers. Right?
Yes. Hopefully the canyon's cleared.
Right, yeah, exactly. Which incidentally it is now. You can go up and down
Yes.
the canyon. So this year, on the trail run, the Run the Rockies trail run, tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So we start and finish at the Nordic Center, and both the races start along the perimeter trail. So you're running right along the shores of Lake Dillon, which is
Such a
beautiful.
beautiful trail.
And if you're a little intimidated by the altitude or afraid, there are some hills out here.
Yeah.
It's a very nice start and finish to the race because you're starting and finishing on the perimeter trail along the water.
Yeah.
And then again, we just take you up on the majority of our trails for the half marathon. The middle,
Right.
where there's some hills. We have a couple aid stations up there, but it's really, really a beautiful run. And we started early in hopes to avoid the warm temperatures we've been seeing here.
Yeah, and it really has. This has been, again, since summer started, not so long ago, our temperatures have really risen fast, and you get the midday heat. So this is such a great idea, because you're starting usually in the low 50s, mid 50s,
Yep.
and then moving on. What time do the races start?
Sure, so the half starts at 8,
Okay.
and the 10K's at 8:30.
Okay.
And so they're both at the Adventure Park, plenty of parking, and get you guys off. And then we have food and beer at the finish line, and music and prizes.
Right, lots of fun.
Yes.
Again, townoffrisco.com. You can, they've got so many great tabs about stay, play, and if you are visiting and you want to stay, click on one of those stay tabs, because then you can get here, get to your start, and not have to drive from anywhere else. But you can click on and do all your registration and everything like that right there on the website.
Yes.
Okay. And then once we move into the fall, I mean, really, there's so much to do, whether it's organized or not. We have so many beautiful trails. The skate park, new this year.
Skate park, yes, brand new. Finished it up in the fall of
my
last year.
gosh.
This is our first official summer
being
fully open.
Yeah, I think I talked to Diane at the end of the summer last year.
When it was wrapping up.
Yes, and it was starting to wrap up, and they weren't ready to open it yet, but it was really getting there. What's the response?
Oh, it's a huge success. Everybody is super happy. It's probably one of the most popular places to be, besides the beach here.
I know.
We have a lot of folks over at the skate park. It's big. The square footage multiplied, so we have tons of space.
Yeah.
Beginner to advanced levels, and it just kind of adds to the various parks we have here in the county. Every park's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So ours is a little bit different than the other parks you're going to find, but we have kids. They're on their skateboards, scooters, bikes, you name it. Everybody's out there having a good time.
It is outstanding, and you drive by and you just, there are big boulders that kids can climb on, and just everything out there. And here, it just, when you drive by, you think, why am I driving by? I got to stop and do some of these things, because there's so much to do.
So much to do.
Yeah, there really is. And Tom and I were talking in the last segment a little bit about how the town has been so great about being proactive, whether it's here at the marina and building a new building, or doing some stuff out at the peninsula, and the programs that you guys are creating in order to kind of foresee how intense it's going to be. We have so many more people than we did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and even 2 years ago, that it really just focusing on the future of Frisco and it being a destination really seems to be at the top of everybody's list.
Yes.
On all of this.
I feel like we have a little something for everybody. And over the summer, it's really great because a lot of our amenities, you can just casually roll up to them.
You bet.
A lot of them are free.
Yep.
And so it's just kind of, if you have a little bit of extra time in the day looking to
that's
kill
it.
some time.
I mean, you go out to the peninsula, as long as you have something that has wheels on it, you can do a multitude of things, and then you can just walk the trails.
Yes.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It's easy, yes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's great, and I know that you guys are already putting things into play for our fall programs and into our winter programs, and I don't want to talk about them yet because I'm loving every bit of
it's going to be
this.
here too soon.
But you guys really have some really cool stuff. At the end of the season, you guys just kind of wrap things up and just move right into the next stuff.
We do. We get ready, and as long as the weather permits, we try to keep all of our amenities open. The bike park, the skate park, the disc golf course, the marina. I mean, as long as we can, we try to squeeze every last minute of summer.
Every last bit. Well, if anybody needs any more information on the peninsula or any of the amazing recreation programs that we have, you can always call over to the town. Everybody is so great about answering questions. You can stop by the town, which is just up there at First and Main, or you can go to the website, which is townoffrisco.com, and get all the information and do all your registrations. So don't hesitate to do it. Explore what we have here and enjoy every single minute of it, because it is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
All right, Linsey, thanks for joining us today.
Yes,
I appreciate
thank
it. You too, much like Tom, have so much to do to get ready for all these fun things. You've got one race tonight, as a matter of, or no, next week.
Next week.
Yes, next week.
Next week, yep.
Yep, so get registered, have fun, get out there and make some good plans for us.
I know. Enjoy the sunshine.
You bet. Thanks everybody for joining us here on Focus on Frisco. I'm so glad you did, especially on this beautiful day. Get out there, take advantage of it. On behalf of the town of Frisco, Tom Hogeman, Linsey Joyce, Brad, who's behind the camera and amazing, showing all these beautiful shots. Thank you to everybody. And we look forward to seeing you again next month. Hopefully it is just as beautiful. I'm Shannon Fallon. Have a great week.